Back pain doesn't just come from your spine. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 reasons why your back might hurt that aren't related to your spine: digestive, fascial, biomechanical, and your nervous system. I'm Irvin Eisenberg from Resilience Occupational Therapy, and let's jump right into this. So your digestive system, particularly your lower digestion, has your intestines, your small intestines, and your large intestines, or the colon. And the thing about internal organs is that there isn't really as much of a reason for you to know precisely where the pain is. So if I hit my finger with a hammer, I want to know exactly where my finger is so I know to move it out of the way and not get it hit with the hammer again. We don't need that type of precision for our internal organs, so sometimes we have these referred sensations. Often what we think of as back pain might actually be pain in our intestines, so digestive upset or stomach upset from either intestines or the stomach. Additionally, that pressure that you might have from constipation or diarrhea, bloating, slow digestion, can increase the pressure around your abdomen, and your abdomen wraps around into your back. So low back pain and mid back pain can actually be caused by your digestion. As you can see with the skeleton, that if your digestion is having a problem here, that's wrapping around to your lumbar, which is here in the blue. And lumbar back pain in these muscles may actually not be because these muscles are having a problem, but because there's pressure coming from that interabdominal pressure that causing more pain. Reason 2, fascial system. Now, I trained with Tom Myers, who developed the anatomy train structural integration, and he has these fascial continuities, in this case, superficial backline. So as you can see in this, you have fascia, and fascia is the wrapping tissue that wraps around all of your organs, actually, but in this case, let's focus on the myofascia, the muscular fascia. So individual groupings of muscle fibers, whole muscle, and then whole muscle groups all are wrapped in this coating. And if you've ever taken apart a chicken or an animal of some sort, you see that white shiny stuff, and that's the fascia. So your fascia holds the muscles in place and gives them their form. And it also continues on into the tendons and into the outer layer of the bones, the periosteum. Additionally, fascia can connect one muscle up the chain to another muscle, kind of like links of sausage. So without necessarily just meeting at the bone with the tendons, one muscle can also connect to the next in sequence. So as you can see in this video, the bottom of the foot has this fascia. You've got the plantar fascia and you've got all the tendons of the foot. That goes up into the calf muscles, so your gastrocnemius and your soleus, and meets your hamstrings. So there's continuous fibers from your calf muscles into your hamstrings, up across your sacrotuberous ligament into all this fascia on your back, all the muscles that the erectors and the rotatories and multifidi, all the different muscles that we think of as back muscles. That connects up to the skull, and the top of the skull, the gala aponeurotica, or the scalp fascia, is connected right into that. So in dissections, they've been able to have from the top of right above your eyebrows all the way down to the bottom of your feet as one continuous connection of tissue. What does that mean for you? If you have restriction anywhere along that chain, it can pull on the rest of the chain. You've probably seen in other videos that I have a tennis ball rolling on the bottom of the foot can actually release things further up that chain. So your back pain could actually be fascial restriction that's not just from your back or from your lumbar fascia, but can be from anywhere from the top of the head to the bottom of the foot. Reason number 3 that you might have back pain that isn't directly from your spine is biomechanical. So yes, there are biomechanical challenges that could take place within your lumbar spine or your thoracic spine. We also have the SI joint, which is where your hip bones meet your sacrum. It is a large joint where things can get stuck. And anything from your hip to your knee to your foot, any way in which you are moving or getting things stuck in that sequence can come up and meet and give some problem in that SI joint and then up into the lumbar spine. So it might be how your feet are touching the ground. It might be the way your knees are tracking that is actually the underlying problem that is resulting in your low back pain. Reason number 4 why you might have low back pain is your nervous system. Being stressed, being afraid of movement, can cause a tightening around your spine. Even if there's no actual spinal damage, our brain is designed to protect us, and pain is a central nervous system, a brain experience of perceived threat. So that threat might be the fact that we hit ourselves with the hammer, our finger with the hammer, and our brain is telling us, hey, don't do that anymore. Your finger hurts. Take care of your finger. But it might also be that you're afraid of something and your brain decides that to produce pain because of that fear. Additionally, the pain experience may not exist even though you've injured yourself. If you hit yourself with a hammer at the same time that a lion is jumping into the room that you're in, I guarantee you that you're going to be more concerned about the lion. Your brain is going to see the greater threat of the lion entering the room, and you might not even feel the pain in your finger because there is no pain being generated, because that is not the biggest threat. So your perception of threat, your fear about your back pain, our tendency to say, my back hurts, I better stiffen up and not move wrong, that can cause additional pain. It can cause us to tighten up our body, and stepping back into the biomechanical stuff we were talking about, you might start to walk differently, and you might start to have more tightening in the tissues, as well as the brain producing hyperactivity of pain experience in your low back. So we've discussed 4 different reasons why your back might hurt that aren't actually related to spinal damage or any sort of problem with your spine, be it low back or thoracic spine, your mid back. Of these 4 reasons, just as a quick recap, we've got your digestive, your nervous system, biomechanical, and fascial. If you want to hear more videos about any of these, please let me know in the comments down below. I will probably be elaborating on all 4 of those at some point, but would love your feedback as to what's the most interesting to you. If you like down below, comment, those things help the channel and will help me guide me in knowing what type of content to create for you. If you want more videos on whole body back pain solution, subscribe, like, comment. And if you're in Vermont and want some help, you can book an appointment with me. Check the description for the booking link.